Good evening and welcome to Interbase Stadium for a rare Tuesday night game for you as the Seattle Pacific University Falcons play host to the Central Washington Wildcats. Hello everyone, thank you for joining us here on SPUFalcons.com. I'm Andrew Harvey. For you on the play-by-play this evening, let's meet the starters. Up first for the Wildcats, who come into tonight's conference matchup with a 4-7-4 record, 4-4-2 in GNAC play, I should say. Emily Thompson's in goal. The listed defenders, Emily Russell, Alyssa Barton, Jalen Jenkins, and Olivia Olison. The listed midfield, Paige Devine, Madison Bradley, and Lexi Manning. And the listed forwards, KK Wallace, Kennedy Anderson, and Mackenzie Packwood. They are coached by Michael Ferrand in his 19th year in the program. The Falcons have Riley Travis in goal. Defenders from left to right, Megan Nielsen, Asia Cayetano, Caitlin Willis, and Julia DeVere. The midfield of Megan Moore, Sydney Smith, Claire Nieder, and Michaela Sonsley. And the forwards are Casey Reeve and Sophia Chilzik. The Falcons led by R.B. Busey in his 13th year overall in the program, 4th as the head coach. Your referee is John Snyder. Assistant referees Craig Allen and Victor Azabache. SPU on a 3-match winning streak now, thanks in large part to a 4-0 trouncing of Montana State Billings here on Saturday on Senior Day. Wildcats, meanwhile, have won their last 2. Outings against Billings and St. Martin's both ended in a 1-0 victory. Wildcats in all black will move from right to left on your screen here in the first half. The Falcons in all white will move the other way. John Snyder blows the whistle, and we're underway here at Interbase Stadium. 90 minutes of GNAC action for you here on the midweek fixture.
Here we go.
Square ball to Julia DeVere. Michaela Sonsley links back up with DeVere. The overlap pass, too strong, over the touchline. Claire Nieder wins that ball, going ahead for Chilzik. Chilzik could be in here. Goalie charges. And Emily Thompson manages to get it off the foot of Sophia Chilzik here in the first minute. Thompson boasting a 1.16 goals against average. SPU has already clinched its spot in the postseason. Depending on some other results, still might play its way into the number 3 seed. Maybe even the 2 seed, as this is now their penultimate conference matchup. They will travel to take on Concordia this weekend. Going ahead now for Nieder. Nieder takes a touch. Claire Nieder, can she finish? She's past Thompson. Run takes her wide, and the shot takes a very friendly deflection for the Wildcats off a defender.
Go, White.
Kayla Sonsley took that attempted clearance right in the stomach from Emily Russell. Referee John Snyder is called for time. He's going to wave on the trainers, saying he has concerns about a head hit. A couple of huddles forming up between various position groups for the Falcons. Sonsley back to her feet. She'll still have to come off to the far sideline, but she looks like she'll be fit to continue. We'll see if she's waved back on before too long goes by. Waiting the throw in from Russell to resume play. There's the whistle. And we're back underway. Dangerous back pass there to the first-year keeper, Riley Travis. Travis keeps it square for Caitlin Willis. Willis, one of 4 goal scorers for SPU. That win against Montana State Billings. Scored hers from the penalty spot after Michaela Sonsley drew the foul. To that effect, it's worth mentioning now, Sonsley back on the field. Wildcats have it back after the turnover. Lexi Manning, she'll push it out wide. Olesen is there. And Aisha Cayetano tucks it out the far touchline. Jalen Jenkins coming inside now, a long-range effort. Travis was nearly tested by that shot. It swings wide. That's the first shot of the match here in the 4th minute. Chilzik chasing this ball over the top. Going against Alyssa Barden. Barden nicks it away. Gone out for a corner.
Let's go, White.
Kenzie Packwood hoping to go through that time for Madison Bradley. Caitlin Willis looking to stretch the back line. Ball over the top for Chilzik. Thompson. Chilzik has it here. She's in. Chilzik shoots, and it's 1-0. 6 minute. Did not take long for SPU. That long ball over the top from Caitlin Willis. Emily Thompson charges way out of her own penalty area, and Chilzik does not disappoint. Falcons up 1-0.
Nice ball, Julia. Good, Julia.
Julia DeVere getting the credit for the assist. That's her 6th of the year. Brings her into a tie for Megan Moore. Chilzik, that her 8th goal of the 2018 campaign now. Falcons retain possession there along the far sideline. Come inside for Nieder. Nieder trying to lay it off to Nielsen on the far side. Throwing going the way of Central. Ball up toward Casey Reeve. She tried to leave it. Nieder. Leighton getting to it. Julie DeVere. Came off Casey Reeve. Lexi Manning. The ball won't get beyond Willis. It's cleared away there from Bradley. Anderson. Long for KK Wallace. Jalen Jenkins turns it over, but holds it in play. Reeve looking to turn. That time against Russell. Megan Nielsen ahead for Chilzik. Chilzik creates space for the cross. Can't keep the cross under control. It's out for a goal kick. Megan Nielsen trying to make a move up the far side. Wins the throw-in. 10 minutes in, SPU leads 1-0 on the back of a goal by Sophia Chilzik 4 minutes ago.
Good run, Julia.
DeVere looking for Reeve. Ball played back out for a Wildcats throw in deep in their own territory. Emily Russell to take it.
Here we go now.
Caitlin Willis on the free kick. Headed toward goal and wide of the net. Julia DeVere trying to push it through that time for Moore. Chilzik blocks the clearance. Ball in from Willis. KK Wallace going ahead toward Packwood. Falcons have it now. Nieder. Nielsen has it tucked away. Clock and a stop here. Michaela Sonsley being ushered off the field by the referee. I think he wants her to undergo another evaluation. Might be a little bit of blood on the head there. Obviously players who are actively bleeding cannot be on the field to play. Play will halt while Brooke Lancaster is subbed into the game for her. And play resumes with the central throw-in. Lexi Manning on the ball here. Trying to push it further out wide for Anderson. Ball's gone out of play. Jalen Jenkins trying to spring the attacking movement here. Volleyed away by Willis. Chilzik going ahead toward Reeve. Reeve laying it off to Lancaster.
Well done. Good pressure, bro. Good pressure, bro. Good pressure, bro.
Sydney Smith runs through the challenge, draws the free kick on advantage. And will come back to just past midfield. Ball in from Smith. Flick on header from Nieder. Chilzik underneath it. And the flag up for offside against SPU.
Let's go, White. Here we go, SPU. Nice.
Poked through ball this time for Nieder. Touch carries her through the tackle. She'll recover the ball. DeVere arriving. DeVere takes a touch, racing to the byline now. And it's out for a corner. Second of the match for the Falcons.
Let's go, White. Right here, SPU. Here we go, White.
Sydney Smith, second corner. Cleared away that time. And out for a central throw-in. Thrown into Manning. Square to Jenkins. Falcons have it now. It's Nieder. Nieder chipping it through. Chilzik was onside. Through ball a little bit too strong. Goes all the way through to Thompson. Late challenge takes out DeVere. Ball still comes through for Chilzik. Advantage play. Chilzik squares that toward Megan Moore. Moore and Jenkins do battle for it now. And Jenkins knocks it off Moore to win the throw-in. Turned over that time. Sent ahead for Packwood. DeVere cuts the route. Jenkins turns over to Chilzik. Chilzik, pass to defender. And the ball ahead to an offside Casey Reeve. 23rd minute, Falcons up 1-0. Attempted through ball back to Packwood, cleared straight back to Manning. She'll drop it off for Russell. Manning stood up hard by Sydney Smith. Square out wide to Jenkins. Manning looking to turn. Megan Nielsen is there. Nielsen draws the free kick. This is Manning. Russell, Packwood. Caitlin Willis was hoping to nick that off Packwood. She managed to do so. Draws the goal kick. That'll lead to a substitution. McKenna Ritz on for the first time of the evening. Packwood wins the turnover, goes ahead from Manning, who spins away from the challenge. Manning out wide now. The ball off to Veer and another goal kick. Subs now for both teams. Taylor Mankins on for SPU. And it appears to be Olivia Sloan and Sophia Keenan on for the Wildcats. Riley Travis under some pressure there from Packwood. Still gets the ball away. Emily Russell puts that ball into touch. And lost right back by Sophia Chilzik. Sloan turns, drops back to Olesen. Now Jenkins. Addison Bradley. Keenan. Tied up by Ritz on the far side. She's drawn the foul from McKenna Ritz. Crossing the space, looking for Sloan. Now it's Ritz. The SPU will make another sub. Appears to be Ava Giovanola stepping on for Megan Nielsen here in the 28th minute. Well, it's a match where just 3 shots total to this point. Wildcats have managed to put SPU under some pressure in their own end, setting the line of confrontation very high. SPU has so far been able to escape the pressure. Willis to Cayetano, Giovanola moving down line. Giovanola called for that ball over the top. This still might fall through for Casey Reeve. Reeve takes a touch. She's under pressure from Russell. And Russell eventually muscles it over the far touchline. Brooke Lancaster with it here. Lancaster. Now speculative shot. It's spilled. Claire Nieder started to chase that ball in. She wishes now that she'd seen that one from a bit further out. John Snyder stopped the clock there for a moment. Wanted to check on the safety of a player. Sees now that she's all right, so he'll restart on the drop ball, and then she can pick it up. That's what he is explaining to Emily Thompson right now. Well, unless he's retroactively given a free kick just at the edge of the penalty area. Now the referee signaling that an offside offense occurred. Menkins, Ritz, back for Cayetano. Falcons failed to keep that ball in play on the near sideline. Cayetano trying over the top for Nieder. Ritz gives chase. Still falls for Giovanola. 31st minute. Julia DeVere pressing forward. Tries to slip through all up to Chilzik. Through for Casey Reeve now. Russell and Thompson all piling up on it, and Thompson gets there first. Nieder wants Reeve once more. Too long. Thompson waves everyone off. Lancaster heads that ball down. She's going against Russell here. DeVere making the overlapping run. Lancaster the 1-2 with Nieder. Still ahead for Ritz, and Ritz just tried to force that ball in there. More patience needed a little bit from SPU. They lead 1-0 here in the 32nd. Keenan hobbling a little bit after that collision on the ball. Menkins pulled it off her. Casey Reeve, the flick on header. Chilzik gives chase, won't get there. Menkins square to Lancaster. Ritz and Nieder the 1-2. Through now for Casey Reeve, who's onside. Reeve, her run's taking her wide. Tries to square to the back post. That one comes off the post and stayed in play. It's out for a corner on a very bizarre series of deflections. Casey Reeve, a little bit unlucky there. If that ball had been deflected just a little bit more awkwardly, that might have been on goal. Sierra Smith, Michaela Muri, Emma Young all checking in for the Falcons. Ball sent back post. Thompson punches it away. Sturdy goalkeeping, but she didn't go up to meet that ball. Generally speaking, you really want to see your keeper attack that cross at the highest point. Just go out there to meet it. Anytime a keeper is waiting for the ball to come to them, there's the potential for catastrophe. Referee now steps to the far sideline to have words with assistant referee Craig Allen. Not sure what the two of them could be discussing. The clock at 11:20 and it's still moving. Well, we'll restart with the drop ball as play was apparently halted for an injury or other non-official stoppage. 35th minute, Falcons leading 1-0. SPU would do very well for itself by doubling this advantage. Wildcats, in their few ventures forward, have looked very threatening, just have not really been able to get that chance to go on frame just yet. Long through ball there, and that'll wind up as a goal kick for Riley Travis. SPU just moving the ball back and forth on its back line. Pressure from Central not coordinated enough to draw down the net. Sloan. Wide for Russell. Willis's clearance is no good. Russell pushing inside now. Jordan Engman. Alyssa Barden trying the far side. Keenan is there. Kenna Ritz trying to pull that ball away from Ingman. Emma Young back to Aisha Cayetano. Caitlin Willis. Lancaster. Past her defender. Square to Giovanola.
Nice run, Kate.
Giovanola came off her defender. It should be an SPU throw-in, and it is. Muri. Falcons pressing forward. It's Ritz right at the byline. And this through ball comes off pretty well. Pickford moving ahead. Left in space for the Wildcats. Packwood trying to stretch the back line. Trying to flick it back to Sloan. Riley Travis under pressure. Mankins. Square to DeVere, and another long through ball. McKenna Ritz giving chase. Ritz and Jenkins doing battle. Ritz stumbles a little. Ritz might go for goal. It gets beyond Thompson. It's rolling toward it. And McKenna Ritz has made it 2-0 right here in the 40th. Another long ball through from Julia DeVere. McKenna Ritz managed to blast it off Thompson hard enough that it rolled over the goal line. Second goal of the year for McKenna Ritz. We'll wait to see if DeVere is officially credited with the assist. Ritz took a couple of dribbles there. Well, we enter the final 5 minutes of the first half. And SPU will be much happier with a 2-0 scoreline. 2 goals on just 5 shots so far. Central with the opportunity to make this game dangerous once more with just 1 strike. Jenkins tied up on the far sideline. Dances past a couple defenders now. Went in against Cayetano. Ball's out for a corner. Emily Minogue, a senior out of Snohomish, Washington, checks in. Wildcats corner sails into the middle, directed back to the near post where Packwood was waiting. She reached for it but couldn't get there. Now it's Keenan. Finds Devine. Square to Russell.
Good job, bro.
Paige Devine. Long ball over the top. Sierra Smith gives chase, as does Olison. Under 2 minutes to play. SPU leading 2-0 here in the first half. Goals from Sophia Chilzik and McKenna Ritz. Russell making the move. Mason Minder was there. Minder back to Travis under pressure. Low ball out from Travis. Emma Young manages to turn it towards Sierra Smith. Hits one back by Sloan. Minder jumps the route. Now it's Minogue. Packwood. Engman that time. Bouncing shot, ably dealt with by Travis. And there are 50 seconds to play in the half. Travis content to sit on it here. Bit of back and forth with Caitlin Willis. Flick on header from Ritz. Sierra Smith gives chase. Smith wins that ball. And the whistle's gone against her. She put her shoulder into the back of Alyssa Barden. It's a fairly given penalty. Countdown is on. Jalen Jenkins will probably boot this away right as the half ends. Time expires here in the first 45 minutes, and on the back of 2 early goals, the Falcons lead 2-0. We'll take a break, but before we do, here's a look around other SPU sports news. Volleyball lost in 5 sets on Saturday at Montana State Billings. The SPU Spikers return home to host Central Washington on Thursday at 7 o'clock in Brome Pavilion. The SPU men's and women's cross-country teams raced Saturday at the Western Washington Classic at Bellingham. Falcons women's placed 4th behind the 6th place finish of Kaylee Mitchell, and the men were 7th, led by Colin Boughton in 38th place. The men's soccer team lost 3-2 versus Montana State Billings on Saturday despite a goal and assist from Titus Grant. Falcons play 2 road games this week, including a 7 o'clock clash on Thursday at number 1 ranked Simon Fraser up in Canada. The SPU men play their final home game next Thursday, November 1st at 7 against St. Martin's. And this is the final home game for your SPU women's soccer team. They close out the regular season on Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock against 16th ranked Concordia. Falcons have qualified for the GNAC tournament and will play a semifinal game next Thursday, November 1st in Portland. You can purchase tickets in advance at gnacsports.com. We'll take a break. Falcons leading 2-0 over the Wildcats after 45 minutes here at Interbay Stadium and on GoFalcons.com. Welcome back to Interbay Stadium. It is the closing seconds of halftime here between the Seattle Pacific University Falcons and the Central Washington Wildcats. SPU has a 2-0 lead on the back of goals from Sophia Chilzik in the 6th minute and McKenna Ritz in the 40th. As we're getting set for the second 45, here's a look at some of the stats from the first half. SPU outshot the visitors 5-4 and had a 4-1 advantage in corner kicks. 3 fouls apiece from either team. Central Washington's Emily Thompson has yet to record a save, however. Riley Travis for SPU has 1. SPU will take the opening kickoff here in the second half. And for Central, going to be so important to get some momentum going these first 5-10 minutes of the second half. They were able to put the Falcons under pressure late there in the first. But will they be able to keep that pressure up as they look to pull back? Can't get all the goals back at once, but you got to start with 1. Falcons restart play. We're underway. 45 more minutes of GNAC action here for you on Tuesday night. SPU has been winning most of the 50-50 balls in the middle third of the field. You see there that high press that the Wildcats are putting on has really caused some problems, and just like that, leads to an early throw-in for the visitors. Sydney Smith poking it ahead for Chilzik. SPU retains possession. Over the top for Megan Moore. Moore, the immediate cross. Thompson comes for it. It spills. It gets beyond Thompson, and it's turned in. Casey Reeve with perhaps the most casual goal she'll score all season here in the 47th minute. Thompson did a great job of blocking that cross, but the rebound got away from her and fell right to a waiting Casey Reeve. It's 3-0. Reeve now scores her 6th goal of the year. In true SPU fashion, the Falcons have scored so many goals in their last couple of matches. My pen seems to have run out of ink. There will be no more notes tonight.
Good job, Megan.
Chilzik pushing it wide for Ritz. Nieder wants the return. They're going back to Reeve. It might fall in for Nieder. Casey Reeve, and that one well wide. Chilzik. Wide now for Ritz. Ritz is cross, blocked right away. Chilzik. Well, she's gone for goal there. Optimistic effort. Couldn't put it on frame. Nieder turns, goes straight into distribution. That's a lovely ball from Moore. Thompson going to charge off the line, and Thompson making the absolute right decision there. Got to Moore in the end. Referee going to stop play here. Thompson, at least from initial blush, didn't seem to do anything wrong except for make sure that ball got cleared away. Moore's run kind of carried her into the goalkeeper. She's back on her feet now. And the referee wants another head check. Well, Michaela Sonsley was already subbed out in the first half and did not return. Second concern over head trauma tonight. Well, it's not entirely clear if the referee just brandished a card. A yellow card issued to Emily Thompson. So Thompson, he's booked for that foul. And now this conversation with assistant referee Craig Allen on the far side can only be about one thing: whether or not Thompson was the last offender and prevented a possible goal-scoring opportunity. Looks like they've decided she was not. Harvey Busey wanting an explanation, but it'll just be a free kick for SPU. Early ball in, serve to Reed. Ball comes behind her, might fall for Ritz. Her shot blocked there by Jenkins. Megan Moore waved back onto the field now. Thrown into Ritz. Dealt away by Cayetano. Nieder trying to back up against Devine. Ritz has it. She'll go straight down line for Chilzik. Chilzik going to get to this ball. Chance perhaps for a cross. Chilzik's cross for Reeve, and that one turned away from the goal line. Chilzik still fighting for it inside the area. Chilzik will be whistled for the free kick. And she's not happy with the call. Seemed to be giving as good as she got against Alyssa Barden there. But another opportunity. Casey Reeve nearly on a brace. Ball came off Claire Nieder's arm. Won't be much argument from her. Handball. Play quickly restarted by the Wildcats. They trail 3-0. And now they need to answer quickly to pull some momentum back in this game. Currently being outshot 9-3. Chilzik shaking off a challenge. She'll press forward, Will Chilzik. She'll go for goal. Thompson read that well. Riley Travis sets the ball down, goes to Cayetano. Cayetano going to take up some space. That's a big touch from Cayetano. Clearance is blocked by Barden. Caitlin Willis doesn't get it quite clear. Megan Nielsen manages to send it down line against KK Wallace. Paige Devine. To Madison Bradley. Ball's run out of play the far side. SPU throwing. Really one of the big problems right now for the Wildcats is the high press is going fine. The uppermost line of pressure is really putting the SPU back line under some significant trouble. The issue is once SPU manages to get the ball beyond that initial line of pressure into the midfield, into the middle third, the midfield for Central is not pressing SPU's midfielders the same way that their forwards are pressing the back line. And it's creating all kinds of room and space to work. Long effort toward Travis. That one comes off the crossbar and out for a goal kick. So tough to pull off that coordinated high press. You really need everyone on the same page. Right now, Central has kind of struggled a little bit with that. Casey Reeve, the flick-on header. Claire Nieder might run onto this ball. She'll spin onto it. Jalen Jenkins lifting it for the far side for Russell. Russell shouldered off the ball by Reeve. Megan Moore. Well, she was looking for the quick switch. Rolls through for Thompson. Cayetano, Sydney Smith. There's the turnover to Packwood. Can the Wildcats make something happen? Return ball for Packwood. Takes her a little bit wide. Two defenders are covering now. Packwood's attempted cross blocked, comes all the way back out to Jenkins. She's going to smash a second ball in. A flick-on header. An underwhelming clearance, and it unfortunately comes right off the extended left arm of Madison Bradley for an SPU free kick. Well, that might have been the moment for the Wildcats. Pull their way back into this one. The run from Packwood just a little bit too wide. Ritz has it. Square for Nieder. Jenkins has it off of Nieder. Anson going square now. Bradley trying to go back to Jenkins, who slides to ground. Cayetano wins the foot race to that 50-50 ball. Early cross in toward Packwood. Cayetano's header concedes the corner. Just the second of the match for the Wildcats, coming here in the 57th. Lexi Manning set to take the kick. Driven ball, front post, header from Casey Reeve. Out as far as Devine, blocked by Nieder. Russell pushing up the far side.
Nice defense. Go, Casey.
Reeve out wide for Chilzik. 3 defenders closing her down. Foul committed in the attempt to win the ball by KK Wallace. Falcons have a chance to clear their lines. Chilzik tried to push that along to Casey Reeve. Packwood looking to turn against Willis here. Chilzik nearly pulled off the back heel to Reeve. Instead finds Ritz. Ritz opted for the one-touch pass. We close out the first hour of play here at Interbay Stadium. Falcons leading 3-0 over the Central Washington Wildcats. Falls for Megan Moore. She'll square it to Nieder. Nieder chopped down as the ball went away. And that will draw a booking from the referee. KK Wallace, second player into the officials' book. Sydney Smith over the restart. Blast that ball in. It's loose inside the penalty area. Still not clear. Ritz nearly got a foot to it. Comebacker for McKenna Ritz, who's onside. And, pardon me, she was a step off. Assistant referee hesitating just a moment to get that flag in the air. Chilzik. Oh, Chilzik came over that ball. Boy, that is lucky. That challenge didn't result in anything severe for either player. Always a heart in the throat moment when you see a player lose their footing and stumble over the ball. Laying in for a 50-50 like that. Here's Wallace. She wants Packwood down the line. Just overhit that ball slightly. That inner bay turf always rolls a little bit longer than you think it will. Subs now for both teams. Jordan Engman back on for the Wildcats. Meanwhile, Sierra Smith, Michaela Muri, and Brooke Lancaster all on for the Falcons. Jenkins wins that ball off Ritz. Packwood. Back for Jenkins. Wallace. Wallace went for the early cross, deflects off Nieder. Engman. Cross knocked down by Lancaster. Back out to Jenkins. Anson. Packwood lets it run. And Falcons smash it out the far touchline. Thrown into Russell. Bunch of subs for both teams now crowding the scoring table. Getting ready to check in. Through ball here. Comes almost all the way to Wallace. Riley Travis going to play quickly. She wants Nielsen up the near sideline. Megan Nielsen takes over. She's picked her head up. Gone ahead for Muri. Muri turns. Has it knocked away. Turn it over to Engman. Engman from long range. Can't do more than casually challenge Riley Travis in goal. I believe a free kick given on the far sideline. Right around midfield. Subs now for both teams. 4 Falcons coming in. Looks to be Mason Minder, Ava Giovanola, Taylor Mankins, and Emma Young. I'll wait word on the Wildcats players that checked in. Thompson pushing up toward midfield, falls through for Sierra Smith. Smith onside, flag stayed down. Smith, Thompson doesn't have to get the ball beyond her, still might fall for Murray. Murray beyond Thompson now, she'll go for goal, and the cross to back post, no one home, it rolls to the far touchline. Boy, it sure looked on that initial ball through that Sierra Smith had been in an offside position, but the flag stayed down, and Smith, the old adage of play to the whistle. This is Murray. Russell going down line. Caitlin Willis is there. Cayetano draws Sloan. One of the players to check back in at that last substitution. Dangerous backpacks to Riley Travis. Travis forced to toe poke that one. Going for goal is Ingman. Travis still not back in the net. Ingman goes for goal a second time. And a critical block from Taylor Mankins, who managed to interpose herself from that shot from Jordan Ingman after the risky back pass to Riley Travis. That's one where Travis, you might be ready to criticize her for not playing the ball into touch, but she had to slide onto that ball just to get it before the attacking player did. Paige Devine hoping to press forward there. '70th minute now. 2 more subs. Pardon me, 3 now waiting for SPU. Emma Young squaring into Ritz. Long ball over toward Sloan. She gave chase, could not get there, and now the subs for SPU will be allowed. Megan Moore, Abby Despain, and Mariah Alexander all on for the Falcons. RB Busey giving his young players a chance to see out this game on the back line. Travis restarts to Despain. We'll see how this younger back line from SPU handles this pressure. The high press continuing from the Wildcats, who know they need a goal. Lancaster retreats, wins that ball. Now it's with Menkins. She'll go over the top towards Sierra Smith. Sierra Smith has won that ball. Tried to go back through to Megan Moore. Clearance blocked by Menkins. It finds Megan Moore. The run up the middle. Going through for Emma Young. Thompson has it roll to her. Over the top for Sierra Smith. And Smith well offside. Flag going up there. It's Smith. Smith chops it out wide for Muri. Muri, big cross into space. Ball's behind Lancaster. Keenan is there. Keenan does not get beyond Mason Minder. Mankins losing out on the far side to Madison Bradley. Ball head toward Packwood. One back by SPU. Riley Travis's clearance does not get beyond Sloan. Bradley is looking at Devine. Pair of subs now for the Wildcats. They'll bring on Lexi Manning and Bella Brown, the first year from Tumwater.
In.
75th minute, SPU leading 3-0. And still remaining very resolute at the back end. Megan Moore with some time to find her target, goes to Muri. Muri was hoping to pull that ball back around her defender. She settles for the throw-in. Megan Moore, a nice 1-2 with Muri. She'll go ahead toward Emma Young. Pass cut out that time by Alyssa Barden. Bradley tried the home run ball. That one would go all the way through for an eventual SPU goal kick. Lexi Manning does enough to win a corner. Wildcats leaving 3 back from the penalty area on this corner. Driven ball in. Looks like that hit the head of Manning. Serve back in. Manning still trying to turn here. Partial clearance. The shot straight at Riley Travis. And she has it on the shot from Packwood. Ball left in space. Cleaned up a little bit by Mariah Alexander. Lexi Manning nearly was off to the races. Vanson, Packwood. And out for a goal kick. Pass for Giovanola. Broken up that time by Manning. Another SPU sub. Megan Moore heads to the far side. And first year, Abby Anderson comes on. Freshman out of Longview, Washington. Anderson scored one of the 4 goals in that win over Montana State Billings on Saturday. Her first career collegiate goal. Giovanola, Sierra Smith. Minder, Lancaster. Mariah Alexander's attempted clear on the pass. Blocked Abby Anderson. Not going to win many boxing out competitions. And still, Falcons doing battle in their own third, trying to clear this ball. Dying seconds of the 80th minute, 10 minutes to go. SPU with a commanding 3-0 lead. Giovanola. Abby Anderson gets the return, playing it ahead for Sierra Smith. This one might fall through. Smith applying pressure here. She slides in on that ball. A couple players wind up down. Emily Minogue was able to see it safely back to the hands of Emily Thompson, the keeper. Abby Despain jumps that route, goes up to Sierra Smith.
Come on, White, come on, let's go, girls.
Through ball for Packwood now. Travis off her line. Bunch of players collide. Packwood winds up on the deck. And the referee feels it was a clean shoulder challenge from Mariah Alexander that kept her off the ball. So nothing given here in the 82nd minute. Thompson well off her line to greet that ball.
Stop.
We'll see now the pressure from the Wildcats has let up a little bit. They've trailed since the 6th minute of this contest, despite their best efforts to keep the confrontation in SPU's half of the field. They have been unable to isolate those Falcons players with the ball. Just a question now of whether or not they have the legs to fight their way to a goal here. Central is looking to press forward there. And Sophia Keenan whistled for the infraction. Long ball going ahead for Manning. And it's gone out for another goal kick. 85th minute. Falcons more than happy to take their time here. Mariah Alexander, the net, slow to close on her. Abby Anderson nearly caught out in possession. Lancaster to Giovanola. Throwing one down line off Alyssa Barden. Thrown into Murray. Sloan moving quickly, getting up to Bella Brown. Manning. One away by Mason Minder. Minder goes wide for Sierra Smith. Smith and Minogue do battle. And it's into touch. Lancaster early ball in. Murray is there. Thompson as well. Dogpile up on the ball and out for an SPU corner. They're fifth. Referee wants to stop the clock here. I think he wants to take a look at Emily Thompson. Well, pardon me, it was taking longer than expected for Ava Giovanola to retrieve a ball. 3:43 on the clock. Giovanola's service high, lofted into the middle. Mankins looking for that second ball. Another free kick given. Won that time by Michaela Murray. And SPU will certainly take their time getting this one set up. Giovanola asks for 10. Well, we know she can strike a pretty decent corner kick. What can she do with this set piece opportunity? 4 in the wall for the Wildcats. Sarah Smith will tuck in there as well. Thompson trying to get the wall set. Pretty loose wall for Central. Giovanola goes for goal, and that one whistles just over the crossbar. Can't quite manage it. Ingman returns for Madison Bradley. And with 2:17 to play, it, for all intents and purposes, look that SPU will win their 4th match in a row in their final outing here at Interbay Stadium. Giovanola over the top for Sierra Smith. She's won the throw. Smith's cross out for a goal kick. 90 seconds left to play. Central now just hoping to salvage a goal for a bit of pride. Riley Travis, near side for Alexander. Abby Anderson, 1 minute left now. Giovanola. Alexander back to Travis. Plenty of space on the far side. She'll keep it near. Smith turns it past midfield. SPU win the throw-in. 35 seconds to go. Giovanola. Thrown in here. 26 seconds now. Ball into the corner. 13 seconds. To Spain. Giovanola. Cleared away by Mankins. And this one will sail over the touchline and out of play. And that's how this one will end. It's the 8th clean sheet of the year for the SPU Falcons, who scored in the 6th minute on the back of a Sophia Chilzik goal and put the match in cruise control from there. McKenna Ritz added a goal in the 40th minute to make it 2-0, and Casey Reeve just after halftime in the 47th. For your final score, Falcons 3, Wildcats 0. SPU improves to 12-4-1 overall, 8-3 in conference play. The Wildcats drop to 8-4, 4-5-2 in GNAC play. SPU will close out the regular season on the road at Concordia down in Oregon, October 27th with a 4 p.m. kick, and they will play in a GNAC semifinal game next Thursday, November 1st, also in Portland. Again, tickets for that available in advance at gnacsports.com. Well, thank you so much for joining us all season long here from Interbay Stadium. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring these matches to you, and we hope there are bright things in store for both these teams moving forward. But that's going to do it for us here from Interbay Stadium. I'm Andrew Harvey saying so long, thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you next time.